Okay, welcome to episode 51 of Blind Spider Marathon Deathworld Tron%. What did I do? In between there was a little bit of stuff that got done. I think these guys here now have all the efficiency modules they want, which is, sure, doing a bunch of stuff. The other trains down here now have their fancy new rocket fuel request. This guy's still sitting here, we'll deal with him a little later. And I think the other thing that happened that wasn't super interesting, because it's all the same stuff, is took some new turbines over there, so the power grid is probably pretty happy at the moment. That's not connected. Let's just go and check that power grid is in fact connected. That was connected. It doesn't actually straddle the scat. It goes all the way around. Okay, sure. Pretty sure I have those in storage, don't I? Yeah, I actually have both of those in storage. Not sure what the bots are doing about it, whatever. Yeah, so these guys are still requesting solid fuel. Let's not have them request solid fuel, let's have them request rocket fuel. This will be the new standard. Yeah, joys of upgrades. It's fine. Give me all of these back. Why? Oh, I guess because I changed all those trains, and it's they're now. Get rid of all of those for me, thanks. Yeah, upgrade stuff. Because the thing I noticed is that the LDS build is kinda struggling for gas. I mean, all these things are still running at the moment. I wonder if a train just pulled up. Yeah, a train just pulled up, and it's emptying this stuff out. Yeah, but usually this whole thing is running slow because gas, and at the moment LDS is actually the thing that the rockets are waiting on, which is a thing I should address. So we're going to do that. We're going to go, do I want more RCU storage? Let's say yes. Let's do that. Put these here. Put some of. Where's the big power pole that I can? There's one. Put some of these guys here. That'll be fine. Is it? That's not quite fine. Get rid of that. Put that there. Then this one doesn't really need to exist, but whatever. Yeah. All of that was done anyway. It's still just blocked on LDS. It's fine. Everything will be repowered. Yeah. So to make more gas, we haven't beaconed this yet. We've given it a bunch of prod mods. But if I could move this stuff over, I can put beacons in the middle. So let's. Can I move this train track out of? Okay. So I have to move this thing first, and then I can move this bit. That can go over there, and then I can move these things to like there, so that doesn't need to exist. Those can probably do that, because I want these things here like so. Do I want more of these? I could probably have more of these. I can have another 2 of these guys like so, and then I can have beacons. So let's. Do I have a beacon around here somewhere I can steal? Yes, that one. So we get to power that cracking as well at the same time. To do a bunch of that stuff, it'll be fine. How do I get out of here? Get over this way. So these guys need to bring their. Can I actually just run it all the way up here? Sure. Okay, so I need to make more chem plants. That's fine. The other thing I need to do, and arguably the more important thing that I need to do, is move all of this probably back. If we bring it back here, we'll have this one is the one that goes over here, but this one actually doesn't do anything. And we want to do something like this in a variety of places. I could have been blueprinting the same. Could I have been blueprinting the beacons at the same time? Where would they go relative to this thing? Like if I did all of this at once. It's a much better way to set that up, isn't it? So yeah, now we've got beacons. Is this... Yeah, that'll fit there, that'll be fine. Okay. So we're going to be beaconing all of that. We're beaconing the cracking. We've kind of only got one beacon on these guys. Do I need more? I mean, let's see. Let's see how that goes. That's what we're going. What was the... Science is slow because of green. Green is slow because of belt. Belt is slow because this guy, which is putting all the cogs in the network, is doing it before the belt are getting any cogs. Okay, that's kind of easy to fix. I can do that. Then everything will be made faster. Copy that, get rid of those two. Put it like... Where's a good place for this? I can put it... Can I put it in... Because I could also have one of these dedicated to feeding it. If I moved this somewhere else. Yeah, let's do that. Then one of these could be like here, and... everything's fine again. And we can make it even better. So these guys are still getting priority. Yeah, sure. These guys are still getting priority, making lots of belt again. Do I have belt that I can... You guys should just start working, eh? Okay, so green science is happening, lots of science is happening. The damage is happening. Is the LDS getting better? Something is... I was complaining about not having a box. Sure. The LDS is still... only... And the thing is, my LDS usage will have just gone up again because I've just increased the rate at which science is happening. Do I just need to expand the LDS build? That's pretty rough. Just need to give it more gas. Yeah, because currently not many things are running, and that's going to be gas related. Okay, didn't I just make that better? Don't have enough beacons apparently. I mean, it's also a death world. Combat's happening, and it's fine. Okay. I mean, science is still going, I guess. And how many rockets do I actually need? Do I just cut some small amount of LDS? Is the LDS... This looks like it might be slowly backing up. Depends. Okay, other things we wanted to automate. Those guys are still doing things. Yeah, let's just go and automate some more stuff. So I researched artillery and haven't done anything with it yet, and figured this is probably a good time to make another terrible train. So what goes into an artillery wagon. Engines, yeah, all the things I can get. Steel is over here. Didn't I have a box of pipe down here or something as well? Yeah, look at this madness. Pipe, I think I need some cogs. Did I need some cogs? Interesting that this is in the logistics rather than the military tab or whatever. Engines and red chips. All of these things are just like here. 44. How many wagons do I want? Maybe 2? Pretty sure I just picked up a bunch of LDS that I didn't want. These things can go in there. One of those, more engines. More engines I can do. Second artillery wagon. Okay. You can go in there. Picking up things I don't really need. Okay, so the LDS is not banking up. How is that still fine for the moment? These guys are still kicking it out. I did need a couple more chem plants, but also the light oil isn't building up, so it doesn't seem to matter. Is the heavy oil building up? Also no. All of those outputs are just all getting used. Was it a wall? It was a wall. It's fine. Okay. Beacons. That's why, because this guy's building roboports, probably should be set back to beacons. This is still a terrible way to be doing things, but it's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's just do that. What am I going to do with a bunch of cogs? Put them in the engines. Okay. I think I'm actually going to do the same thing. Can I do the same thing? Will these have to move? Yes, get rid of these. I've already marked them all as red, but whatever. Yeah, they're not in the right place, are they? And this actually hasn't left enough for a train station here, so I guess I'm just manually driving this thing wherever it needs to go. Sure. And the thing is, how am I fitting the wagon crafting on this stuff? How am I going to fit this stuff in here? Okay, so if these two guys are both artillery shells, where's artillery shells? These take 15 seconds and require 4 explosive cannon shells. This is... Maybe I just build these somewhere else and request them. I think that's going to be the play. We can just put this in the regular mall. And these are going to request, you know, like artillery shells, like 10 of them. And I currently don't have artillery shells, and that's, you know, that's what we expected. I just want to make this stuff down here so I've got a little more space for it. Purple research is fine. All the researchers are fine. We're just kicking through this stuff. Good. Let's have all of those. We need... No, wait, it's the other way around, isn't it? This takes 15 seconds and requires 4 explosive cannon shells, whereas the cannon shell takes 8 seconds. So it's 2 on cannon shells to 1 on artillery shells. Okay. Let's do a little pattern that we'll put somewhere else later. So we do that, and then we have one of these here, and this is cannon shells. I mean, something's taking damage, but it's not a lot of things that's taking damage, so I'm kind of okay with that. I think we might use the same kind of pattern as we did for the engines and drone parts. That's going to get, if we put explosives on this belt, that'll get explosives to both of them. Then this one needs radars, which I could also put on this belt. So this belt gets explosives and radars, and then this one needs another feed, which needs, yeah, that's going to be our setup. Let's have one there and one there, and then, you know, apparently lots of this stuff. Okay, so the only thing we'd need now are all of the inputs, and I'm going to need more of these belts as well, aren't I? This might be significantly more artillery shells than I need, but whatever. Steel and explosives? Steel and plastic, and yes, steel and plastic. Steel, plastic. Do I not have... I apparently don't have plastic in the network. I'm pretty sure I had steel just up there somewhere. Yeah, here we go. But I do need plastic. Okay, whatever. If I copy it, then it will take the request as well, which is not something I want. I need steel. I need to make more of those boxes. That also probably wants to be a stack inserter now, doesn't it? Because I'm using quite a lot for that. Explosives are over here and doing fine. Am I actually making plastic anywhere? I'm not boxing plastic anywhere, am I? There are actually no places where I'm boxing plastic. All of the plastic here is just direct insert. It's direct insert into LDS. It's direct insert into red chips. Okay. Yeah, so I think I do that with a request, and so where do I have gas that I can... So here's somewhere I've got gas and coal. Can I make this even worse? I mean, I also don't have chem plants. I need to build chem plants again. If I did that, and I did this, so we can do those things, then I can have this being the gas for the logistic network. Okay. And the advantage of doing it like this way around is I've also got all the modules in it. Okay, let's give it to these things. Disappointment. Okay, can I make a bunch more? Yeah, I can. And I also needed red chips and green chips because I needed to make more of the request chests. Yeah, sure. Okay, so those guys are done. Research is ticking along nicely. These guys are doing what they need to. These guys don't have ammunition, but it's fine. Am I now producing? No, because that's waiting on stuff. And these don't have this thing set yet. These want to be explosives. And do I actually want... Do I want to cache radars on a belt? I'm not sure I do. I might just do something like this. So this is going to be requesting... We have radars are over here. Like 10 radars? Sure. So that's going to be our production of artillery shells. And that can just, I mean, that will produce far more than we need, especially as... Didn't I? Oh, that's right. This, I was going to change this around as well, wasn't I? See, if I do that way around, then I can get circuit network things, for which I need copper. And tell this guy to work only if there are less than, I don't know, 40 radars? Because I've got a bunch of things that I need them for. Still got a lot of these things. Let's get this stuff out of my inventory. The science is over here. Science is kind of slow again. Why? Science is slow because space science. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, in that case, we're done with that. We'll come back to it when we've launched more satellites. But we're kind of still... Yeah, I think I'm going to do a thing where I steal some small amount of LDS for the silo. Like if I do... This is going to take from the far side of the belt instead of the near side of the belt, but it's fine. It will only ever get half of... Actually, it's still a bad place to put it. Let's put it like here. That's the wrong place. So it will only ever get half the LDS. At least half of the LDS is going into the yellow science. Oh, but this thing is stealing it back for the yellow science. Okay, don't do that. Sure. So we've kind of slowed the yellow science down a bit, but we have given some LDS to the silo again. And what is it still short on gas? It is still short on gas. Is this... Yeah, both of these trains are still just waiting on their stuff, so I think it might be time to go and change these to speed beacons instead of efficiency beacons, or at least some of them. Okay, I guess that's next. How many more chips are there that I can mark all of these things as red? Never mind. It'll be a thing that turns up later. I don't have any red circuits in the network. Is that an issue? Probably not. I've got more blue chips. Do I have just more blue chips than I need? Yes, by a fairly large margin. So let's get rid of that completely. Not worry about it again. Get rid of these things. How many more do I actually need though? Because I've already got a lot of RCUs stacked up, which is cool. We've got another rocket. May as well watch this one. Nice little rocket at night. Logibots all doing the thing. And it should, yeah, satellite goes in, rocket goes up. You know, science continues. Yeah, good times. That's going to continue being a thing. That's like the 4th rocket. Okay. This is not working yet. Why not? Why do you not have can shells? You've not got plastic. Did I ever put... That was quite bizarre. I need these requests to be in the opposite chests. You know. You guys can have some of that stuff. You're getting plastic delivered, you've got steel delivered. I think I might have set those two to... Okay, I don't remember whether or not I set those request chests to a sensible number or not, but let's paste a decent limit over these guys so they're not just doing... Oh wow. They should be like that because they were actually not connected at all. Okay, let's grab a bunch of speed modules, he said, knowing that he didn't actually have that many. That'll be more than I need. Some of these guys can have more RCU things. Okay, I still got a lot of speed modules. That's fine. Getting us... The thing is with this setup now, I also don't have a place where I can kind of do my own silly train nonsense. I also don't have trains in my inventory. Interesting. I've still got rocket fuel, it's fine. Someone's going to bring me a train? Yeah, someone is bringing me a train. Thank you, little robot. So let's wander over here and put some other beacons in. Are these guys all keeping up? They're all these guys are still running, which is great. Heavy oil is not building up, light oil is not building up, gas is not building up. I am just, doing significantly more work with all of these things. 65%, and it used to be 85% because I had 3 of the prod mods in it. So yeah, all of that is going better. Let us quickly throw together an upgrade planet that will take the efficiency modules and turn them into speed modules, and throw it over that. This is how we're going to make a lot more stuff. And also the power grid is now further blasted, but that's fine. It's not a thing we really needed anyway. Probably. Yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine. The thing I am wondering about is, do I need to beacon these harder? Did I bring beacons? No. I quite possibly... Did I bring tanks? Yes. I quite possibly need to beacon the other things harder. On account of maybe not having all the cracking I needed at the moment. So let's do this to see if stuff builds up. And these aren't cracking at the moment, but they will soon. Yeah, then, sure. I've just slowed that down for a moment. Oh, am I going to have... coal production problems? I mean, that was a thing that could have happened. It was a thing I was somewhat aware of. But it looks like I'm using all the coal I'm producing. This train is blocked, but like that's not full anyway, so it's fine. It seems like it's kind of stable for the moment. This one is going to be the one that suffers for coal. I think the thing to bear in mind is, like, that coal is going to run down. I might have to put another coal train station somewhere around here to bring this guy more coal. Could I fit it in here? Maybe. Anyway, that's that taken care of. Come all the way back here, I guess. What's the power grid doing now? What's it like over an hour? A decent, yeah, so I'm using kind of all... Do I want to expand the solar again? I think... Oh, that's pretty funny. This guy may as well go back as well. Because I did have another... only a couple of hundred. And then these guys have 20 and 30 things each. Where would I use that? I think I'd probably use it over here. Actually, that's a good place to drop it. We can do that in a bit. All these guys pretty happy. All these iron things are not balanced at all. The station names aren't the same, are they? Iron B. I know. Okay. Sure. I mean, they are still loading all the boxes. It's kind of fine. Get those. I was going to expand the solar, wasn't I? Just a little bit, because I've got a little bit that I can expand it this way pretty happily. So if I did this, and then figured out where these power poles were going to go, and it was like that. Then this pattern can continue across here just fine. Other than the fact that these guys don't have a whole lot of solar panels at the moment, so we'll just do that. Okay, got some solar, got some more gas, automated artillery shells, messed up that stuff as well. It's fine. Get rid of all of that. These guys can go in here, these guys can go in here. Okay, automating all these things. The other thing I was going to automate, which I actually don't think I need to yet, that's ages away. I think have we got some useful things? No, I still haven't done that bypass. Shall I do that bypass? I probably have the landfill to do it now. I don't think it's going to be interesting though. I might do that between episodes, because like this train track needs to connect up here, and then through here and up there. Probably through here, because it doesn't look like there's many trees in the way. But that's not going to be super interesting, and that will just mean that all of these copper trains have a shorter way to get there, but like whatever. I think the thing we want to do now, given that these things have like 30 and 40 shells to use each, is to take the thing over here and see how it goes. These wagons are pretty heavy. If I am always driving this myself, because I'm still pulling it into the station at the end, aren't I? I do need to be able to go both ways. So the artillery is not a system that we've played with a lot. You can get stationary turrets, you can get trains. The trains allow you to do things like this, where you can pivot to the places where you might need it. Like we might also need it down here, or maybe over here. You still got to build rail stations though, but they will automatically target. Like I don't even have these things in, like I didn't bring a remote or anything, and this is okay, so they can clear these two bases. Why aren't you? Why don't you shoot the things? Do you need to be at a station? I don't think you need to be at a station. You have 34 things. A base is in range. This one is the artillery range finder. Yeah. Because I did see them rotating. Okay, it's just it was on automatic. It was on automatic and not at a station. And because it was automatic and not at a station, it just... But yeah, this is how artillery trains work. They just, like, fire these things. Everything dies. It's fine. These guys are not necessarily happy that their home was attacked, and they're going to do, you know, the same things that all their friends have done, with much the same results. It's also fine, and they will just shell everything that's in range, which range is not very much. I can get a remote to give it a longer range, but I probably don't have the shells for that at the moment. So I've used about a third of my shells so far. Maybe I do have. Maybe I can also drive it over here. Just looking for easy, opportunistic things of where I've already put train tracks. And yeah, then these guys run up. It's going to be more of the same, isn't it? They've still even got mediums and smalls in there. That's going to be a bad time for them. Okay, so we've done that. Now let's take it over to this train station to see if we can get something done. I lost a couple of bots there. It looked like some of the spitters decided to have a go at the construction bots that were repairing the walls, and you know, got some things done. Good for them, I guess. Okay, so now these are being used. Okay, so I'm not really upset at that at all. There don't seem to be a whole lot of trains here, but it does have 7 trains assigned, and this one has 10 trains assigned. Okay, maybe I do balance that out a bit more. Maybe, yeah, let's find one of these steel ones. Sure, this can go to iron last A. Full cargo. Not sure where my train is going to a place that I told it to go to. That's fine. Get rid of that. Still doing a thing. Fine. This one, let's just get out the way so that this one can park here with its artillery cannons, you know, closer, because this range gives me actually 4 decent sized bases that I'll be able to clear that are all absorbing pollution. You know, that's a decent time. Yeah, they also reveal the map so you can see exactly what they're doing. I probably don't have the shells for that though, and some of these attacks are pretty big, so it'll be interesting to see. Will it be interesting? I guess we'll find out whether or not it's interesting. Lots of flame, things taking damage, some of the spitters having a go at the bots as they turn up. So it did lose a couple of bots. It's only got 370 bots in its network now. But yeah, clearing some of those out nicely. Lasers doing work, flamethrowers doing work. All these guys bringing things from kind of embarrassing places. But it's fine. Pretty standard things. Pretty standard Deathworld things. These guys are both out of ammo. Okay, that's probably a good place to leave it. I've got a bunch of good things done. Let's go to the other one, eh? These guys attacking me, it's not working out too well for them, standing in the fire. Bots turning up and being silly because of the weird shape of this wall, but that's also fine. Research is doing almost everything it needs to and waiting on yellow. Yellow was probably waiting on LDS. Yellow is waiting on LDS. The rocket has... I have not launched another rocket, but I'm getting kind of close. And everything is just LDS limited at the moment, which I think is probably still gas limited. Oh no. LDS is production rate limited. This is just how much LDS I'm using. And I think this is inserter speed. Well, not inserter speed limited. This is limited by the rate at which I am producing the plastic. So actually upgrading some of these speed 1s to speed 2s would actually be a good idea. Maybe that's the thing I think about for next time, because a bunch of these speed modules are... yeah, I've got so many RCUs. Yeah, good times. These guys... okay. Need to move forwards a bit. Because we've got to put... yeah, we're now automating some things. Power grid is probably still fine. Yeah. And yeah, good stuff. Continuing with the things. Automating new weapon systems. Research is progressing. We've played around with the coal a bit. Yeah, this is now... these guys are... even changing the beacons over to efficiency modules has meant that I do in fact need more coal. need to be bringing in some trains with some coal. Maybe I'll do that later. But yeah, good times. Stuff has been progressed. Research is progressing. Goals are being advanced.